This demo is going to cover who's inside using the Velocity Thick client and the two components for giving a passback user and also renaming custom zone groups for doors to allow you access into, say, other labs or different areas. We're going to open who's inside. And we're going to work through our process here. You can see the whole list. If you unhide the zones, you can see everything in the system. If you'd rather keep it simple when you log in, you can click hide and it'll only show you where the active credentials are going. So we're going to demonstrate a normal credential process. This person's going to go in the building. Now they're inside the main building, and then they're going to go into one of the labs. And now they're inside of the lab. And then they're going to leave the lab. And then they're going to leave the building. So now they're back outside of the main building. And then if they say they went to piggyback into the building and they wanted to exit out of the lab because they made it all the way back into the lab, they're going to get an access denied, but you can forgive that selected credential, click forgive. And now that it's back to an unknown state, they can actually go and exit the lab since the card has been forgiven. So now they're back to the inside of the main building, and then they can leave the main building. Okay. Next exercise in this demo is how to rename your groups. So we're going to go back to unhide this. We're going to go to zone 10. We're going to click rename, and then we're going to build a lab 5. So lab 5 is going to replace our current lab 4. So to change the lab 5, we'd go to administration, and then we're going to open up our lab 4 door, which is inside of the 0011 panel. Once we have the door open, we can change it to lab 5 now because it's a new lab. And we're going to go to entry reader, go to logic, and I'm going to go from the inside of the main building to the inside of lab 5. And then on my exit reader, I'm going from inside of lab 5 back to the inside of the main building. That's our passback area that we're covering. So we're going to hit OK here. And that's going to be adjusted in the system. And then inside of the controllers, if I want to go into lab 5, I'm going to have to go through my entrance to the building. And then once I'm inside of the main building, I'm now access into lab 5. And if I want to leave lab 5, I can go outside of lab 5. Now I'm back inside of the main building, and then I can leave the main building. And now I'm back outside. And that concludes the demo.